very pleasant morning, dear students. In the previous class, we have seen there came an old man named Gathergold, who was a rich man, and also he had got the kindness at the people, and he was came back to his native place, and even the great stone face was also had likeness towards this old man. We have seen it. I would like to remind you, if you have taken the page number 127, what greatly puzzled Ernest, they seemed actually to believe that here was the likeness which they spoke of. Actually, everybody thought that he would be the likeness of the great stone face, but something had gone against whatever they were thinking about. They all thought that this man, great Gathergold, would be the likeness of the great stone face. They all thought that. But what happened, you see? He turned away sadly from the wrinkled shrewdness of that unpleasant face and gazed up the valley where the stone face seemed to say, "He will come, fear not, Ernest, the man will come." So this time also, whenever he looked at the great stone face, it looked that as if the great stone face was consoling him, saying that he would come, he would come. It means Gathergold was not got the likeness of the great stone face. So the great stone face had not considered Gathergold as his resemblance. Let us come to part 2, 127, part 2. The years went on, the Ernest grew to be a young man. He attracted little notice of the inhabitants of the valley. They saw nothing remarkable in his way of life. Actually, the people were watching right from the beginning the way the boy Ernest lived or living. There was nothing special in him. There was no remarkable feature in him. So everybody except that when the labor of the day was over, he will love to gaze upon the great stone face. Every day after finishing off his household, he used to sit in front of the great stone face, and very observantly he was looking at the great stone face and he was admiring it. And he was also dreaming about the boy who will be taking the birth in that valley of prophecy. And he also worried that the ancestors of Ernest had not even seen the man who was born in that place of valley of the prophecy, and still they were looking for. And their idea was that this was a folly but pardonable, because Ernest was industrious. And on the other hand, they were also thinking, why can't it be Ernest? Why somebody else? But what is the speciality with Ernest? Because nothing special with Ernest. But one thing is very clear. They all thought that he was also industrious, kind and neighborly. What kind of boy was Ernest? He was kind and neighborly and also industrious boy. They did not know that the great stone face had become a teacher to him. Nobody thought that, okay, who would be the teacher of this Ernest? Ernest had got all the lessons, he had learnt all the lessons of life, and also the lessons right away from the great stone face, because great stone face was his teacher. So he was learning all the lessons from him. That is also one of the peculiarity or the most remarkable feature that everybody had seen with him. And that the sentiment which was expressed in it would enlarge the young man's heart and fill it with deeper sympathies than other hearts. Actually, this man's heart was enlarged. Why it was enlarged? Not literally I'm talking about. It was enlarged. The heart of Ernest was enlarged because he was learnt the lessons from the great stone face. Great stone face had taught him all the lessons which are really required for Ernest, and he also had deeper sympathies than other hearts. He had great sympathies for people. They did not know that from this would become a better wisdom than could be learned from books. Actually, he hadn't learned or he hadn't achieved any good knowledge, okay, through books, but he had got all the lessons, or he had learned all the good lessons from the great stone face. Neither did Ernest know that the thoughts which came to him so naturally in the fields and at the fireside were of a higher tone than those which all men shared with him, especially who were talking about Ernest. Actually, whatever the thoughts that would arise out from his mind were all natural things only. See, neither did Ernest know that the thoughts which came to him so naturally. In Ernest's mind and his heart, there were certain thoughts, those were all natural ones. He had got these thoughts and he had received all these thoughts or gained this knowledge only through the great stone face. Okay, the people at the field and at the fireside, they were all talking about in higher tone than those which all men shared with him. A simple soul, everybody said that, a simple soul. The soul never get attracted to the worldly pleasures. A soul which is not troubled at all. Okay, the Ernest's soul was such a simple soul. Simple as when his mother first told him the old story. Actually, the very beginning of his life, okay, when he was a mere child, he had learned all the lessons from his mother. Mother told him the story, the valley of the prophecy. So, he beheld the marvelous face looking down the valley. Okay, by looking at that great stone face, the mighty great stone face, okay, and still wondered. He beheld the marvelous face looking down the valley and still wondered why its human likeness was so long in coming. Why it's taking such a long time to find the human likeness. Actually, this stone face should find out the right person who should appear at that particular place called Valley of Prophecy at the right time. Actually, many people were coming and moving away, and they are just getting away from this place, and their lifetime is getting ended. But still, there was no human likeness that he had found with them. The stone face has not found any human likeness with any one of them. So he was still awaiting. By this time, poor Mr. Gathergold was dead and buried. What happened? Actually, Mr. Gathergold had come to this place of prophecy, the Valley of Prophecy, and he lived for some time of the period and buried. He was dead one day. His wealth, which was the body and spirit of his existence, had disappeared before his death. Before he died itself, all his wealth, his body and his spirit, everything is disappeared. Okay? His spirit was not being liked by the stone face, and even his body or his existence, everything slowly getting over from him, and finally that man was no more. Since the melting away of his gold, it had been generally agreed that there was no great likeness after all. So, at the beginning days when Gathergold entered the Valley of Prophecy, all the people thought that he might be the likeness of the stone face. Okay, the stone face would really like him, they all thought that. But finally, at the time of his death, nothing was found with him. All his gold was melted, in the sense, all his glory, his character and his spirit and his existence, everything was vanished. Okay, between the ruined merchant and the majestic face upon the mountain. Here, ruined in the sense, here it means failure. He was such a rich man, but all his riches was melted. Means he became very poor. Maybe he became a middle class person, and all his wealth was gradually decreasing. Okay, all his wealth was deteriorated. It was completely gone away from him. And Since the melting away of his gold, it had been generally agreed that there was no great likeness. So when his gold was just disappeared, and all his glory was also started leaving him, and even people started believing that maybe the great likeness of this stone face was not going to happen with him, they all thought, between the ruined merchant and the majestic face upon the mountain. Actually, the majestic face upon the mountain was not resembled on the face of this old man, because how his riches and wealth was left him, in the same way the glory of that majestic face of the mountain, that resemblance we can't be seen on him. It so happened that another son of the valley had become a soldier. It so happened, that's the title of your, it so happened is the title of your supplementary. It so happened means the days were passing and another son of the valley had become a soldier. Once there lived a man who was a soldier. He went and joined in an army. After many years, he came back to his valley. After a great deal of hard fighting, a great deal of means after putting up all his efforts in the field of his work, means army. He was just joined as a soldier. After the moment that he had joined as a soldier to till now that he had come out as a commander, the man's hardships and all, not hardships, his hard work and his efforts have really won him to become a commander. After a great deal of hard fighting, he was now a famous commander. After he put up all his efforts and so much of hard work he had performed in the field of his work, that is army, and just a normal soldier he was, now he had become a commander. He was known on the battlefield by the name of Blood and Thunder. What was the nickname given it to him? Because he was such a hardcore soldier. That's why everybody started calling this man as Blood and Thunder. That means he's ready to sacrifice his life for the sake of his country. He was such a perfect and most sacrificed, great and their heart. Such a great man he was. He was now a famous commander also, I said. But what happened? Old and tired now. But the moment he had come back to his valley, just like Gather Gold, he was also got old. And he became so tired because all his young days, youthful days, he spent like anything, and all his hardship was also there in that field of work. And after performing his work, he just returned. But now he looked so old and tired. He had lately expressed a desire to return to his native valley. Finally, he wanted to come back to his valley. Lately means recently. Lately means not getting late. Lately in the sense recently. Lately expressed a desire. He had a great desire to spend his days of his retirement in his native land. That is the Valley of Prophecy. The inhabitants, his old neighbors and their grown-up children, prepared to welcome the renowned commander. Renowned. What does it mean by renowned? The most familiar and a known person. Familiar and a known person. Renowned means familiar and a known person. Majestic means royal or honored. This man, he prepared his mind to come back to his valley, and he wants to spend the rest of his days over there. And everybody started welcoming him because he was the well-known commander. It was being said that at last the likeness of the great stone face had actually appeared. And people started spreading the rumor, like how they just spread the rumor regarding Gather Gold. In the same way, here regarding this man, who was he? Blood and Thunder. Everybody started speaking. Maybe this man is the greatest or the great likeness of the stone face. That everybody thought that. At last, it was being said that at last the likeness of the great stone face had actually appeared. Who is the likeness of the great stone face? Everybody thought that. They thought that blood and thunder was the likeness of the great stone face. Great, therefore, was the excitement throughout the valley, and many people who had never once thought of glancing at the great stone face now spent much time in gazing at it. So, therefore, was the excitement throughout the valley. Everybody got excited. They were all completely. They were all so glad. They just wanted to discover the fact that whether he was the likeness of the great stone face. And many people who had never once thought of glancing, actually, most of the people were not at all looking at the naturally formed, the great stone face. But they started looking at the great stone face and the face of the man of blood and thunder. And the great stone face now spent much time in gazing at it for the sake of knowing exactly how General Blood and Thunder looked. But now they started looking at the great stone face, whether he was the likeness of this man, the Blood and Thunder. I hope you understand till here. So there came a new man, just like Gadagold. Who was he? He was the Blood and Thunder. What was his job? In which field he was in? He was a soldier. He joined as a soldier from the valley, and later he has become a commander. But at the end of his life, he had come to the valley of prophecy. And the remaining part of this lesson will be continued in the next class. Until we meet again, goodbye. I request every one of you to read the textbook, because if you read this textbook, you will be getting all the vital information so that you can present your examination well. Thank you, children. Thank you.